Hello. Feels like it's been a while, so I thought I should give a bit of an update to you all on what's happening. So I don't normally post a lot around my personal life on the channel. In fact, I'm not actually sure how much I have shared about my personal life. But this is a little update to give you a little bit of insight into what's going on, what I'll be doing with the channel, and what I'll be doing next in general. I recently handed in my resignation at my job, where I was head of UX for a international psychometrics company. I'd been with them for 7 years. I worked my way up and through the ranks as the first UX designer, and then built a team out. So it was good. It was an achievement, and I'm very proud of what we achieved there. The work was good, the team was good, but I felt 7 years in one role is quite a long time. So I decided to take the plunge and move on. No plan B, but an idea really to start my own thing. So that's what I did. To be honest, there were probably multiple reasons I decided to leave. Yeah, I realized one week that I'd only open my design tools once. So I'd open Figma once, and that wasn't to design any new product or service or anything like that. No, it was to design a new slide for someone who needed it. Not even for me. What I think I realized is that I wasn't actually a designer anymore. And I know when you move into design leadership, that becomes less and less. But I became so detached from the design process that I felt like I wasn't even a designer or working within that. So it felt like I was orbiting the design world rather than contributing to. So that wasn't much fun. So there were other reasons too. I think I've talked about this on the channel before, the rise of AI and what that means for the future of design and designers and where we go next. The company I was working for was focusing heavily on AI within their products and services and their internal tools and systems as well. So it was everywhere. It still is everywhere, as I'm sure you're aware. It wasn't a sole reason for me leaving, but it definitely impacted my decision. Because if AI is going to impact the design world as much as we know and think it is, what is it that we then offer as designers to the industry? I don't actually think AI will replace us fully. I think there's always going to be a need for the human element, the ability to critique based on a much wider level of experience in specific design circumstances. But it does impact what we do and how we do it. I actually felt that this was a good opportunity to maybe step away from that and figure out what I'd want to do as a designer going forward. It made me ask some hard questions. What is it that I do? What is it that I can offer to the world as a UX and product designer? AI can now do UX research synthesis. It can generate user interfaces, wireframe, map journeys. It can do all those things. So what value can I now offer to the world as a designer? Weirdly, I don't think it scared me, but it was a wake up call. I think, as I'm sure most of you are out there, as designers, you're problem solvers. So you spend time trying to figure out what it is that you should be doing next, how you should do it, and what the most efficient way of getting there is. AI coming into the world is a wake up call for me to not coast, to not expect this is the way we're going to work forever. And like I said before, I started again. So I've quit. I am actually starting my own design consultancy business. I am looking to develop my own products as time goes on, but at the minute it's just a consultancy thing where I'll go in and talk to clients. My first gig starts next month, and the company is called Otter. I'll do a video on why I called it that at a later date if anyone's interested, but it might just be a boring story for you all. So I've started the business with a hypothesis. I think without that, then I can't test it. I'm putting my UX principles and product design principles into practice while I'm building this business. In fact, let me come over here and read out the hypothesis I've got. So Lean Otter Studios is built around a simple premise of if product teams combine structured design thinking with AI-powered experimentation, they can reduce product risk, move faster, and build more valuable products without bloated teams or wasted dev effort. And I truly believe that. I think my experience of working in industry is that it's so easy to overbloat what is built. You become feature factories. You can get caught up in the technology spirals of, ooh, new thing, let's add it to our platform, or let's pivot and go over here without finishing what we've done there. And that to me speaks of too long development cycles, too long design cycles, and not getting it out there in users' hands quick enough. Validating the idea, finding product market fit, and rolling with that. So that's what Lean Otter is about. That's what we're here to do. And hopefully I can prove that with experiments. I know, I am aware that, let me just sit down for a sec. I am in a rare position where I know not everyone gets that time to pause and reflect and build something that they might want to. And I definitely couldn't always do that either. So I'm very lucky to be in this position. But I am using this deliberately to build a business from the ground up. And what my plan is to do it in public via YouTube and other means possibly, to show you what I'm doing, the experiments I'm running, how I'm failing, the breakdowns I'm going to have along the way, and hopefully some highs as well. So that's the point of this. So hopefully this will be useful to some people out there, and we'll see. I'll admit the first few weeks since quitting and having my own job has been a really weird experience. So there's no calendar invites, there's no Teams notifications. Weirdly, it's silence, which it's taken some getting used to, I'll be honest. So what I'm doing is it's a really rough 90-day framework. It's just showing what I'm doing in public, holding myself accountable. It's nothing fancy. It's just a structure to help me reflect and build momentum. So in the first couple of weeks, I've been diving deep into AI and how we can leverage that in the design process, into my hypothesis around what the business is and how we can build systems and processes around all of that. I then want to look at, and I'm working on at the minute, simple offers. What problems can I solve for potential customers and clients that they're feeling are real problems, offer real value to real people? Then the goal is to just help someone. There's no pitch. It's just to understand their problem and see if we can solve it as quickly and efficiently with the best outcome as possible. As I've mentioned before, throughout all of that, I will be sharing everything, reflecting, improving, repeating, failing, etc., etc. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's my plan. That is Lean Otter. That is where I'm going next. The direction of this channel may change slightly. It's more about building a design business, but I believe that may actually be more powerful and useful to you all. It's all going to be built in public, which is a little bit scary. That's a commitment from me. So yeah, I think that's it. I've waffled on long enough. I'm not used to doing videos like this, so apologies if it was boring. It's an experiment and we've got to try these things, haven't we? But in the meantime, stay curious, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.